My name is Anthony Smith.
I think the hype of that is just my own little take on it. I'm sure we got a lot of people got a whole lot of thoughts about the end of the world and is it the Mayan calendar, right? The prediction for the Mayan calendar, which was supposedly written thousands and thousands of years ago, predicting the end of the physical world as we know it. Honestly, I think the hype of that is, part of that is the fact that the economy sucks. So when the economy sucks, you want that world to end. And not just the economy sucks, but there's all kind of stuff happening all over the world. Tyranny, genocide, poverty, right? An increased disparity of inequality taking place in our society. So who wouldn't want that world to end? I do. So I'm hoping the world does end in that sense, although more likely it won't. But maybe we can work toward helping it end. I used to be a last days junkie, man. I think I went through just about every eschatological position, end times belief, right? Starting out with, premillennial dispensationalism, dabbling a little amillennialism, got a turkey plate full of postmillennialism, and then even dared to jump into preterism. But then I ended up with this whole thing now of, Jesus Christ really is the Lord. And that pretty much, that's it. That's eschatology, really. That Jesus is Lord. Right? That's my eschatology now, right? That he is currently in the world healing and restoring the creation until it reaches its full potential, shalom, righteousness, new heavens, new earth. What do you want to call it? Biblical language you want to use there, right? Something beautiful is emerging. So it's interesting. I find it fascinating. I always try to understand the story behind the story, why people are so fascinated with the world. I love end of the world movies. And I love post-apocalyptic movies. After the world has ended, when humans try to figure out how to make the world different, and they always find themselves actually repeating what the world was before it ended the first time. I don't know if you ever noticed that. Hands down, the best post-apocalyptic movie that I have ever seen is The Postman. Kevin Costner, baby. I love that movie, man. Dude, the world is, as America as we know it, is like, it's gone to crap. And it's ran by these sort of feudal lords all throughout the Midwest, right? This is what the setting of the movie is. And it's like, people are trying to rebuild society, but it's turning into this whole narrative of violence, right? So here's this guy, and I love Kevin Costner, right? He's really good at playing a reluctant hero kind of guy, right? He poses as a postman to feed him and his donkey, or horse, his donkey. He runs into a postal truck that's on the side of the road with a dead postal body guy that's completely deteriorated. He's like a skeleton postal guy in his postal outfit. He's like talking to the guy or whatever. And then he puts the postal outfit on. He's like, man, this would be a cool racket. Suppose I told people that the postal service was back, right? Which meant, society's back. Harmony, security, connection. From time to time, it's about connection, right? People start to get excited. He starts collecting mail, and he does it so he gets some food. He really has no heroic aspirations to create a brand new postal service, right? He has no intentions at all in really restoring the postal service. He just wants something to eat. He gets captured by one of these feudal lords, right? And he's put like this concentration camp kind of thing, right? And so he's there forever and ever. And then when he comes out, he goes back and he finds out the guys he left behind have literally created a postal service. His disciples, if you will, who he left behind in this post-apocalyptic world, they have literally recreated a postal service and reestablished connection between cities, and people are able to communicate with each other. People are able to organize with each other, and then eventually they overthrow the feudal lord. There's this element to a lot of end times thought that God hates the world and he wants to just destroy it. Maybe the earth is tired. Sandy, Katrina, tsunamis. The earth is getting warmer. The earth is probably like really upset, probably pissed off, right? I'm tired of you humans messing up my place, messing up my spot. So the earth is like trying to redo some stuff here, right? I mean, it could be possible, you know. The world is detoxing. I mean, it may not be good for us. We might mess the environment up so bad where we can't live here for millions of years, but then it probably could reset itself, you know. I mean, eventually the creation probably comes back, I guess. This could be wishful thinking on my part. How are you going to participate in ending the world? Will you join in with me as we end the world together? The world that God is making. Can we join in that and actually bring an end to another world? The world that, you know, the Bible talks about as an old creation. Old things passing away. That world. Let's pray that world ends.